Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to it. I am filming this October 31st, Tuesdays, 2:58 p.m. So I'm filming this on Halloween. But I wrote this at like 2 a.m. in the morning. No film that's written. I wrote. So this is about Matthew Perry. I'm just going to start reading it because there's a lot of words. I don't even know how to start this video. But this death, Matthew Perry, has really affected me. I was so young with the Paul Walker death. So young. I didn't understand it. But with Matthew Perry, I understand this one a tad bit better. I'll never fully understand it for how I've been dealing. It's been coming in waves. 1 minute I'm good, the next I'm not. Matthew helped people. He saved lives. He's unreplaceable. Whenever I watched Friends, I watched it for David, Ross, Matt, Joey, and Matthew, Chandler. This death has forever changed me. I'll say more when there's a cause of death, which hopefully will be soon. And then, like an hour and a half later, I wrote this. I started watching the Friends reunion, and it's just killing me every time I see Matthew. He looks well, and he died like 2.5 years later. It will never fully make sense to me. I read an article, this may not be true, but it said he was dying to have kids. Is dying. He would have even settled for being a stepdad. It will always kill me that he didn't get to have kids and a wife. Hopefully he found peace with that and everything, capitalized, so literally everything. Hopefully he found peace with that and everything else in the afterlife. So yeah, 1 minute I'm good, the next I'm not. I'm gonna start crying. The next minute I'm not. And it's been a minute. It's killing me to think of his funeral. That there has to be a funeral now. Like when somebody dies, that's probably the very last thing that's on your mind. Oh, funeral. Unless that person who died is in your family and you're having to plan the funeral because they died. But that's the last thing I've been trying to get myself not to think about is, because when I think, there has to be a funeral, it makes it sound more real to me. He saved lives with his book. I was so young with the Paul Walker death that this one is just really affecting me. It's just like, no, great. One of my favorite people from my favorite movie series is that died. And now, one of my favorite people from my favorite TV series has died. And then, Jennifer Aniston, Matt LeBlanc, Lisa Kudrow, David Schwimmer, all of the main cast, has put out a statement. So let me pull up that statement. It was sad. That's probably the last thing we wanted to do was put out a statement. But there's probably lots of people asking them for a statement until they just were finally like, Let's put out a statement now, so that's already out, and we can just grieve, and hopefully nobody will ask anything of us. But this is from People.com. The Friends cast is mourning one of their own. 2 days after Matthew Perry's sudden death, his fellow castmates from the hit television series Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer spoke out in a joint statement exclusively obtained by People. We are also utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just castmates. We are a family. Their statement reads, "There is so much to say, but right now we're going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. In time we will say more as and when we are able." The statement continues, "For now our thoughts and our love are with Mattie's family, his friends, and everyone who loved him around the world." The message is then signed by Aniston, Cox, Kudrow, LeBlanc, and Schwimmer. For 10 years, Perry played Friends Rye Ringman turned leading man Chandler Bing in a pitch-perfect comedic performance that landed him a 2002 Emmy nomination. Series co-creators Marta Kaufman and David Crane were joined by executive producer Kevin Bright in issuing a joint statement on Sunday. "We are shocked and deeply, deeply saddened by our beloved friend Matthew's passing," they wrote. "It still seems impossible. All we can say is that we feel blessed to have had him as part of our lives. He was a brilliant talent." Reflecting on Perry's breakout performance, they noted, "It's a cliche to say that an actor makes our world their own, but in Matthew's case, there are no truer words from the day we first heard him embody the role of Chandler Bing. There was no one else for us." Kaufman, Crane, and Bright's statement continued, "We will always cherish the joy, the light, the blinding intelligence he brought to every moment, not just to his work, but in life as well. He was always the funniest person in the room. More than that, he was the sweetest with a given and selfless heart." The statement also included condolences for others grieving Perry, as well as a sweet reference to the Friends title tradition. "We send all our love to his family and friends. This truly is the one where our hearts are broken." Among the other Friends favorites to pay tribute was Maggie Wheeler, who portrayed Chandler's on and off again TV girlfriend Janice. "What a loss. The world will miss you, Matthew Perry," she wrote on Instagram. "The joy you brought to so many in your too short lifetime will live on. I feel so very blessed by every creative moment we shared." Morgan Fairchild, who played Chandler's mother on the series, also shared her sadness on the actor's death. "I'm heartbroken about the untimely death of my son, Matthew Perry," she wrote on Saturday, hours after news of Perry's death broke. The loss of such a brilliant young actor is a shock. I'm sending love and condolences to his family, to his friends and family, especially his dad, John Bennett Perry, who I worked with on Flamingo Road and Falcon Cast. #RIP Matthew. In Perry's 2004 book, Friends, till the end, he recalled, "I was 24 when I got on the show. I'll be 34 when it's over, and those are really important years in somebody's life." So to do it all in public was difficult, Perry continued. "At first you have the wave of I'm famous, and this is exactly what I've wanted my whole life. But letting go through the whole recluse stage where you think I wish everybody would stop staring at me," he added. "And then you eventually hopefully get through all that. You find things in your life that are grounding, like your family and good friends." Back in 2021, the Friends cast reunited for a People cover story in support of the unscripted special Friends The Reunion, which was premiered that May on HBO Max. "I feel like we can pick up right where we left off and no time's passed," Kudrow told People at the time. "We've connected no matter what." A year later, when Perry appeared solo on a People cover story to promote his memoir, Friends, Lovers, and a Big Terrible Thing, the star detailed how the Friends cast supported him amid his struggles with substance abuse. They were understanding and they were patient," he said. "It's like penguins in nature. When one is sick or very injured, the other penguins surround it and prop it up and walk around until that penguin can walk on its own. and that's kind of what the cast did for me. Perry was found dead at his Los Angeles area home on Saturday. He was 54. According to TMZ, who first reported the death news, law enforcement sources indicated that there was no drugs found at the scene. There were also no signs of foul play present. A spokesperson for the Los Angeles Police Department told People Saturday that officers responded to a call at Perry's address regarding the death of a male in his 50s, but would not confirm the deceased's identity. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed to People that an autopsy has been completed and results are pending. A toxicology report. However, an online record has the status of the actor's cause of death currently listed as deferred since it's pending additional investigation. If you or someone you know is struggling with substance abuse, please contact the SAMHSA helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. Once again, 1-800-662-HELP. This death is very, very unexpected. One of Perry's longtime friends, Hank Azaria, who scored a role on Friends as one of Phoebe Buffay's Lisa Kudrow's boyfriends, David, also paid tribute to the late actor in a video posted on Instagram Sunday. Matthew was the first friend I made in Los Angeles when I moved there. I was 21, he was 16. Azaria, 59, said as he stated the lengthy tribute to his friend, who praised as the funniest man alive, or the funniest man ever. Matthew and I became really good friends, and we were really more like brothers for a long time. We drank a lot together, we laughed a lot together. We were there for each other in the early days of our career. He continued, I really loved him. And then Shannon Doherty came out. Let me pull that up. This is from People.com too. Shannon Doherty is paying tribute to her former co-star and friend Matthew Perry. Doherty, 52, spoke about her lifetime of friendship with Perry in an emotional Instagram post after the actor, who is best known and celebrated for his role as Chandler Bing on Friends, was found dead at a Los Angeles area home on Saturday in an apparent drowning. Perry was 54. Showing a throwback photo of herself with Perry, Doherty wrote, We were a gang way back. We were a gang way back. We all grew up together, going to the Formosa North and constantly laughing. Matt, Roger, David, Roxana. We played Dare, and Matt had to say ridiculous things to girls at the bar. We just always had fun and supported each other. And the photo, I think my watch is gonna break. Golly. And the photo, the actress, who is currently battling stage 4 breast cancer, shared, seeing Perry smile as they sat on a bench together with another friend. You will always find us together in a booth, speaking in our own made-up language. And yes, Matt always had that capitalized THAT, sense of humor, she continued in her heartfelt message. Doherty, who starred along Perry in an episode of Beverly Hills 90210 in 1991, also revealed in a tribute post to the actor that the pair once went on a date in Malibu, as he shared more about their long friendship. Matt and I had a date and it was on Valentine's Day. He wanted to get a reservation at a restaurant in Malibu but couldn't, so my dad got the reservation for him, Doherty shared. We went and he talked about my dad's Irish persuasiveness, the majority of the night. Our friendship spanned a long time, a lifetime really. I know many are hurting, especially our little gang. He will be missed by many and definitely by us. Yes, I could be more poetic or say things better, but right now shock and sadness prevail. The actors concluded. Perry played tennis ace Roger Azoria opposite Doherty's Brenda Wass and the rest of the 90210 gang in episode 19 of the first season of Beverly Hills 90210 back in 1991. 3 years later, the actor would appear in his breakout role as Chandler Bing on Friends, which ran for 10 seasons up until 2004. As well as Doherty, many other friends and co-stars have reacted to the tragic news of Perry's death and paid tribute to the late actor, including Friends co-stars Morgan Fairchild and Paget Brewster. Fairchild, who played Perry's character's mom in the hit sitcom, shared an emotional post on X. I know I just read this one, but I'm going to read it again anyway. Formerly known as Twitter, where she wrote, "I'm heartbroken about the untimely death of my son, Matthew Perry. The loss of such a brilliant young actor is a shock. I'm sending love and condolences to his family and friends, to his friends and family, especially his dad, John Bennett Perry, who I worked with on Flamingo Road and Falcon Cast. Hashtag RIP Matthew." Brewster also honored Perry on the social media platform in a post where she described him as lovely and urged her followers to read his memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. "I'm so very sad to hear about at Matthew Perry," Brewster wrote on X. "He was lovely to me on Friends, and every time I saw him in the decades after, please read his book. It was legacy to hell. He won't rest in peace though. He's already been busy making everyone laugh out there." According to TMZ. I'm not gonna read all that. Okay, a statement from Warner Bros. TV with produced Friends was issued on Saturday. "We are devastated by the passing of our dear friend Matthew Perry. Matthew was an incredibly gifted actor and indelible part of the Warner Bros. Television Group family. The impact of his comedic genius was felt around the world, and his legacy will live on in the hearts of so many. This is a heartbreaking day, and we send our love to his family, his loved ones, and all of his devoted friends." Representatives for Perry did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. Yeah, it is all very sad, but you'll be seeing this video the day I am filming it, which is Halloween. Because tomorrow's my birthday, and I just don't want to be posting a video on my birthday, so. Hi, speak to me in like an hour. Hi. Y'all are seeing this at 4:15, so I'm gonna go edit this because it's 3:16, so I have an hour to edit this video and get it uploaded. But I am very sad. I just want to come on here and read that letter I wrote, and just, yeah. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, guys.